know what it is. Lethal Talent 24 dive bombing at you with some Eagles content. And yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. From the 3 fumbles that we had, to the BS play calling, to the defensive line not getting any pressure, to the coverage, or lack thereof, by our corners. You can't help but be pissed at this. I mean, starting with the offense, and I'm just going to go to the end of the game real quick. A minute and some change left, probably about a minute and 30 seconds. You have plenty of time and 2 timeouts. And this was just off a blocked field goal, where Rasul Douglas runs it all the way to damn near about the 29-yard line. Their 29-yard line. And Malcolm Jenkins decides to then, after the block field goal, to doing a block in the back. The refs, for whatever reason, can catch this, but they can't catch a face mask, and they blatant face mask. We're in position to win the game, or at least tie it. Instead of Doug calling some running plays, he decides to have Carson throw it 4 times in a row. The game is won by inches and in the trenches. But it is an inch, like Any Given Sunday, one of my favorite football movies. It's right, this game is played by inches. He could have gotten a couple yards and used some short yardage situations, or have short yardage for Carson to go, and at least get the first down so we can have more plays. And at least, if nothing else, at the very least, we could have had a field goal to tie the game. Oh no. Last play of the game, Carson throws to JJ or Sega Whiteside. And I'm not saying your name right. I'm not saying it. I know I'm doing it on purpose. Because you catching a ball is what you get paid to do. And until you can prove that, I'm not saying your name right. So just deal with it. You start catching balls, then I'll start saying your name right. Regardless, he drops the ball in the end zone. It could have been a touchdown. Yeah, it was defended. Yeah, Carson could have made a better throw. He could have let him. He could have did all these other things. But the fact of the matter is when a ball hits the receiver's hand, doesn't matter what position they are in, doesn't matter how they're turned, if it hits your hands, we are paid to catch it. And he didn't. Same thing with Dallas Goedert, not catching his wide open. That pass couldn't have been more beautiful, and he drops it. Ain't nothing wrong with your hands, Dallas. Ain't nothing wrong with your hands. It was a cap. So I don't understand how you dropped that ball. You positioned yourself incorrectly to catch the ball. He did. He positioned himself incorrectly to catch that ball, because the angle that ball was coming, he didn't need to put his hands out like that. Yeah, he should have had him positioned a different way. But needless to say, he dropped the ball. And we lose. We lose. But we lost on turnovers. Despite the turnovers, the 3 fumbles, we were still in the game. Besides all the other drops, we had each and every one of our receivers drop the ball. This is reminiscent of the 2017 season, where we had no receivers whatsoever. No Alshon, no Deshaun. We had Dorial Green-Beckham, Bryce Treggs, Nelson Aguilar. Which, speaking, by the way, how the hell do you drop a ball after catching it, making a football move, and then just fumbling? There was no contact whatsoever. You just fumbled the ball. Who the hell does that? That is vintage 2014, 2015, 2016 Nelson Aguilar. And that's nothing. We don't need that anymore. We need the 2017 Nelson Aguilar to step up. Everybody had their chance to shine and step up today, and they blew it. Blew it. We had all this saying that, well, we got good depth, we have great depth, we're the deepest team, and then everybody just starts dropping like flies. And I don't know if it's training staff, medical staff, what have you. But we just hired these fools, and they ain't even worse than the last people we had. It makes no sense, man. At this point, boy. And then going to the defense and the coverage, and you got Darby getting beat by people that he shouldn't get beat by. Then he's getting beat by playmakers. We need a shutdown corner, and Howie needs to do whatever the hell he's got to do to get Jaylen Ramsey in here, because it makes no sense. Darby is done. Aguilar is done. If you have to trade Aguilar and Darby and a first and a third to Jacksonville, do it. Do it. I don't care if it takes 2 first-round picks at this point. Just do it. You better Nike that shit. Because it's time. It's time. It's either we continue to struggle like this and play from behind, or we're going to be completely out. We barely might get second place, depending on how the Skins and the Giants play. When we keep playing like this, we're not going anywhere. The way we're looking, we're 97 at best. We're better than this. We've got to be better than this. Doug has got to be better than this. Jim Schwartz has got to be better than this. That defensive line's got to be better than this. Pressures mean nothing if you can't get a sack. Or you can't cause interception with the pressures. You got to get a sack to close on it. Or create a fumble opportunity. Sack fumbles. Stuff like that we need. Stuff like Jacksonville. You can see how they had their name Sacksonville for a reason. We need to get back to being dominant. That dominant 2017 Philadelphia Eagles team. Nobody's saying that they have to live up to that expectation. Matter of fact, no, actually, yes, they do. Because we demand excellence. We demand excellence every year from this team. And when we don't get it, hell yeah, we're pissed. We're all pissed. They have to do better. Everybody has to do better. So, I don't care what they have to do as far as getting Jaylen Ramsey. They got to do it. They got to change. They got to start running Howard more. Damn Sanders. 2 fumbles today. And for whatever reason, they have to put Sanders in because either Staley wants him in or Doug wants him in. It makes no sense. Jordan Howard is obviously the best back on this team. Yeah, he had a drop today, but he did get yardage when we asked him to. He made short yardage situations for us. And what did they do? They took him out the game. And I have no idea why. Doug does not want to run the ball. I don't understand. Matter of fact, actually, I do. I do. Because he doesn't have Frank Wright in his ear telling him to run the damn ball. If we have to come out swinging against the Packers Thursday. Because if we don't, we're going to be in a hole. And I don't care what these players say. Everybody's against us. Nobody believes in us, but we believe in ourselves. Bullshit. We believe in you. That's why this hurts so much. We don't like hearing the other BS comments from other teams in the division and everybody laughing at us. Well, we know we should be better. We get laughed at. You should feel pissed off because we're getting laughed at too. You're getting laughed at. So don't give me this, well, everybody's against this BS. Stop playing the underdog. At some point, you got to be the big dog that comes around in the park, not the little dog that everybody wants, to get its shine. Damn that. We're past that. We're Super Bowl champs 2017. Past that. Dominance. That's what we need to establish. We need to establish dominance. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Lethal Talent 24, EAGLES, Eagles, and that's what's up.